Wigan on the early attack. Powell at dummy half. O'Loughlin puts the grubber through, brilliantly kept in play, and Gelling will score. Salford close to Wigan's line, shifting the play. Sow, looks to be a high tackle. Referee Ben Thaler puts it on report. Down the blind side. Kick goes through. Burgess is after it, and Burgess will score. Liam Farrell. Chance for the break here from Gildart. It's Farrell. It's Gildart. And it's a brilliant try for Wigan. It's been a dominant first half from Wigan. And George Williams dances his way through. How many more points can Wigan put on the board? Well, Joel Tompkins adds another 4. Salford looking for their first points of the game. Chris Brinning goes over and gets them. Salford close to the Wigan line. It's Junior Sow. Oh, he's done well to get that one down. Well, it's been a better second half from Salford. Dobson's put a high kick in. There's plenty of red shirts after this one. Oh, Wigan have dropped it, and it's Dobson who's going to put it under the post, but it'll be no more than a consolation. And Wigan are off to a winning start.
We need to be a lot.
Hinchcliffe looking to get out of that dummy half position as quickly as he can. Lawrence now will bring it back towards the middle, and they've given themselves an excellent position here. Looking to respond to that early Salford penalty. It's a step by Brough, and now Ikahifu, and gets it away to Hinchcliffe, and he's got space on this right-hand side. McGilvray says score. Well, you give him that much space, he's not going to waste it, is he, Jermaine McGilvray? Another good strong finish by the winger. Tompkins. Solid effort forward. And Lamatazi, and Tompkins rolls in at dummy half again. Back by Dobson, and they've got numbers here now. Junior Sow ripping through that Huddersfield defence. They'll be disappointed with that, will Huddersfield? But they're not, and neither is he. Jones touching down the blind side and getting a bit of space here for Johnson to go flying away with a step on the inside. Good work by Danny Brough to get back to make the tackle. Oh, he's given a penalty. Well, it's becoming a bit of a trend, this, throwing the ball at the man in the ruck. And he's in front of him as well. It's a forward pass. But he's got a penalty. Well, he's not the only one who's confused. Dobson. Step by Sow. Lost it. Penalty. And at the end of this low-scoring half, Salford are going to go for the 2 points here. 2 men in the tackle. It seemed fairly clear that Ryan Brody has had a tug of the ball. So Gareth O'Brien, with what might just be the final kick of this first half, and he's hit it superbly well, and Salford leading by 10 points to 4. Josh Wood, who's on the field in the dummy half position. Dobson with a kick downfield. It's a 40-20, I think. Well, he silenced the home crowd right behind the 40-metre mark. No doubts about it. Absolutely no doubts about it. Wood. Robert Louis. Little ball slips away. What a start to this second half for Salford, the opening minute. And Gareth O'Brien is in to score. Picked up by Leaning. He's looked sharp as attack, hasn't he? Gaskell waits at dummy half again. Huddersfield desperate for a response here. Looking wide. Mellor with the dummy. Mellor! Well, they needed something quickly after O'Brien's try, and Mellor is the man to provide it. Game on. Leeming again, searching down the blind side, can't find anything but works away from Dobson and passes away. Gaskell's flying through, no support for him, but he's taken it within striking range. Briley up at dummy half, Brough goes wide, Mellor's got a second. 2 Mellor tries in just 3 minutes, and Huddersfield are racing back into contention now. Tompkins, Robert Louis off the left foot, banging them away, but put on his back eventually. 6th tackle, where does this go? Tompkins out to Dobson, Dobson switches it back, little dummy shown by O'Brien, and he'll bounce over for his 2nd try of the game, and that stems the tide that was running against them. Leeming. No way through for Mellor on that occasion. 11 minutes of the game remaining here. Couple of scores in arrears. They need something quickly, or they might have it here. Akumatai reaching in. Well, they're having a look again. Try on the field. Double movement is what they're looking for, but that's momentum surely, and at full speed. I'm sure that would be seen as momentum, and it is given by the video referee. Akumatai with a try, and they're back close again. Tompkins, Robert Louis, here's Josh Jones, bounces off one, Rapira's in again, he's beat him again here, Josh Jones, he's still going, Josh Jones, oh my word, I think he's in. There was absolutely nothing on when he got that ball. He's beaten Rapira twice, and he's beaten another 4 as well. It's like a little cannonball bouncing around, and determination to get in and score the try. Tompkins, tackled from an offside position by Michael Lawrence. They want the 2. This should just about settle things here. There's only a couple of minutes left to play. That's absolutely spot on. 7 goals on the night for Gareth O'Brien and 2 tries, and Salford are the winners.
Both Leeds and Salford had won one of their opening 2 games, and there wasn't much to split them as this went on either. But it was Leeds who took first blood, with Ryan Hall leaping to get on the end of a beautifully weighted Danny Maguire kick, the Leeds captain showing why he's a vital cog in this Rhinos team. There was never more than 6 points between the sides in the whole match, and after being denied an equalising score when George Griffin had one cancelled out for a forward pass, how crucial would that prove to be? Salford got off the mark. Michael Dobson providing the pass for Gareth O'Brien to go in for his 3rd try in 2 games. Neither of the opening tries were converted, but Rob Burrow was on the mark with a penalty a few minutes later to nudge Leeds ahead. But again, Salford hit back. After spells of pressure on the Leeds line, forcing the home team into some great defensive work, eventually it paid off for the Red Devils, with Robert Louis' show and go opening up space for Chris Wellham to score. Again, there was no conversion, but Salford had a 2-point edge at half-time. Leeds had had the best of the chances in the first half, and they were determined to make the best of what they got in the second as well. They got off to the best possible start. Matt Parcell made the break, which Danny Maguire continued. Jimmy Kinehorst was the man in support. He shrugged off the attempted tackle by Greg Johnson, and the Rhinos were ahead again. Rob Burrow was successful this time with the conversion, and the gap was 4 points once more. Burrow then added a penalty to put a bit more daylight between them. What followed was a period of chances for both teams, denied by tenacious defence at both ends. With around 12 minutes to go, it was the Leeds defence, though, that cracked first. Michael Dobson got the ball away to Mark Flanagan. He squeezed out the pass for Logan Tompkins, who somehow stretched an arm out to touch down. Gareth O'Brien added the goal, and it was all square, 14 points apiece. What followed was a tense and controversial finish. First, Rob Burrow missed a penalty from 40 metres out. It bounced off the padding on the post. And then O'Brien missed one for Salford from a similar distance. In the closing moments of what had been an incredibly tight game, Leeds were pushing to snatch the win. What followed was perhaps controversial and certainly the game breaker. Stevie Ward offloaded to Adam Cuthbertson with a ball many thought was forward, or certainly flat at best. It wasn't called by the officials, and Rob Burrow linked up to let substitute Liam Sutcliffe go racing in under the post for what was the winning, if questionable, try, leaving Salford coach Ian Watson frustrated.
The fact that there's only 3 people on the ground who don't see it is unreal to me.
Tompkins, Flanagan, smart move from Salford. O'Brien slips a gap, gets away to Sal, and he's put down just short of that 10-metre line. Bibby drops it off to Dobson, onto Griffin, they're going to get Sal in at the corner! Great try by Salford! Clark to Westerman. Flicks the ball away, lovely little pass to Declan Patton, can he get to the line? He shrugs off Gareth O'Brien and touches down. O'Brien, back to Dobson, lines up the kick, towering bomb, it's flicked away, picked up by Griffin! George Griffin on the mark! Dwyer to Brown, Patton shrugs off the tackle, flicks one away to Gidley. He'll skirt the line here, looking for a gap maybe, finds Jack Hughes, takes it in beautifully, he's going to rumble to the line and touches down. Again, Salford switched the point of the attack, and it's Griffin causing all sorts of problems on this left edge for Salford. So he'll scoot himself, and Brenningham, oh what a finish! Well, he's put that one down over the back of his head. Brown, so much asked of him in guiding this Warrington side around the field, but it's a slow play of the ball. Clark will come to this right edge, Patton manages to smuggle the ball away, Gidley loops a pass out to Johnson, Jack Johnson! Really fine try for Warrington. Greg Johnson, cutting run from him, the winger, put down just in front of the line. Tompkins is there, Salford in full flow, and a penalty for holding. O'Brien from the tee, and he keeps up this remarkable record of scoring. Tompkins to Flanagan, you take contact centre field. They're lining up the big men on this left-hand side. Lamatazi's there, the ball will come out the back to Louis, on to Dobson, slides in a kick, Sal will get there, that's a great finish, just before the line, and Salford in control. Tompkins comes back to this left edge where Mossop will cart the ball in, the ball has come loose and it has been stripped, says Jack Smith, and it's another penalty. O'Brien to finish it off. Warrington still without a win in Super League.
Dead.
Early stages then, good carry from Anthony England for Wakefield Trinity. Oh, it's very clumsy looking that. Lamatazi could be in trouble here. Robert Hicks says 10 minutes in the bin, and Salford are down to 12, 2 minutes in. Tazi's on his way. Tompkins to Louis, Murdoch Masilla, and oh, that could be a penalty. And you wonder if Salford might take the 2 here. O'Brien, and the deadlock is broken. Salford leads 2 points to 0. Grix to the line. Oh, that was high. Could be a chance here for a Wakefield penalty. Sam Williams through the uprights, 2 points apiece. Miller along the line. Tiniarona to Grix, and all the balls come loose. Another penalty here, and Tompkins has been guilty of a few, and he's going to spend 10 minutes in the bin. Salford down to 12 for the second time in this first half. Williams, pretty regulation stuff, Wakefield lead. Here come Trinity. Finn, nice combinations there. To Reece Lynn, and oh, that's nicely taken in the end there. Reece Lynn over for the first try of the afternoon. Grix, Ashurst. Good break this. Johnston kicks through. Miller and Griggs are chasing. It's a foot race and Miller's in. Miller's in and Wakefield extend their advantage. Chance now for Salford. Louis, flat pass. Murdoch-Masila barges his way over. It's taken 10 minutes, but they've struck. Dobson to Louis. Here's O'Brien. Chris Wellham. Wellham will be in here. Salford score again. All Red Devils at the moment. Here's Robert Louis. O'Brien. Greg Johnson. Oh, Magic Johnson! Wonderful finish. How's he got that down? Dobson. Griffin. Oh, he's in! Griffin is in. It's all the Red Devils. What can Wakefield do? Chance maybe here. Oh, try here. Bill Tupu scores for Wakefield. Glimmers. Hubie. Miller. Reece Lynn. Reece Lynn's in! Levelling things up for Wakefield. 2 minutes to go. This to take the lead for Wakefield Trinity. And it's through! It's through! Have they stolen to the death? Salford, desperate to keep it alive. Dobson, Flanagan, Louis. Murdoch-Masila to win a thriller! Oh, he's bounced that! Wakefield win! Wakefield win, he's dropped it!
A look of despair there from Salford. Let's have another look at that, Ben Murdoch-Masila, because Ian Watson saying afterwards, if there were Sky cameras at every game or all the rest of it, in slow motion replays, this might have been given. Do you reckon he bounced it?
Well, it looks like it, doesn't it? He's dropped that.
He's the giveaway the player himself, who's not jumping around.
Massey, who's one of those you can put in the honest endeavour column. Plays the ball, Gale kicks it high. Oh, it's allowed to bounce. You can't allow the ball to bounce. And Eden, I think, was barged off it, but a hand put out by Luke Gale to touch it down. And Castleford get the try. Here's Junior Sauer, picks it up and has a push forward again. Held up 12 metres away from the Castleford line. You can feel the expectation growing amongst the Salford supporters at the moment. Collected from Brining at dummy half. Here's Flanagan. Flanagan to Louis. Louis out to Murdoch-Masila. Murdoch-Masila's over. Wow. What a moment. Carney out from dummy half and driving it forward. We've not seen Todd Carney so far today, have we? On the bench.
I think, as we said before, with Kopchak coming out.
Oh, that ball's been lost by Junior Sauer. Webster picks it up. Here comes Minikin, who's got three defenders around him, but he's still carrying it well towards the line and scores. My word, Greg Minikin will score some spectacular touchdowns this year. He will never score any that took as much determination as that, but in scoring the try, I think he's hurt himself as well here.
Yeah, unfortunately, he seems to have done something to his shoulder as he's gone down there.
Murdoch-Masila's dropped the ball. Oh no, he's not! He's caught it before it hit the ground. He's allowed to carry on, and Murdoch-Masila spins and touches down right in front of the sticks, and the try is given. The try is given. 14.5 minutes is an age still to play. Dobson with the ball back on the inside. Warren goes romping through. Just cut down at the height, and as he tries to get up and play it, the referee says he was impeded by McMeekan, and so it's a penalty in front of the sticks. Here's O'Brien, right-footed, ball goes where it needs to go from his point of view. 12 points apiece. It comes to Dobson, Kopchak drives it in, that's tackle 3, just to the left of the sticks, 5 metres out. Tompkins throws it back, O'Brien's going for the drop goal. O'Brien has put the ball between the sticks, and he might have given Salford a real big win here today.
Salford already had one try ruled out. Surprised a few people already this season, playing some really good stuff. Here's Robert Louis. Wellham does well. Greg Johnson. Louis again. Flanagan. Oh, out the back door from Flanagan. Lamatasi. Wonderful Salford try. Thoroughly deserved. Been really influential, Robert Louis, and again on this right-hand side, Wellham and Johnson will cut inside. Johnson will score. All too easy for Salford. Tompkins again, this time they go to the left, and Louis finds Griffin. Where was the witness defence? O'Brien, Big Ben, Murdoch, Masilla, can he get over? He has, I think he scored. 4 tries in a little over 10 minutes for Salford. And that's a rare foray into Salford territory for Widnes, and well, they've made a mess of it, haven't they? Here is Johnson. Now, has he got the legs? He's being chased back by Stephen Marsh. Across comes Thompson with the tackle. 20 points to 0. Dominant Salford display, and they want more. Louis again, and again on this right-hand side. Wellham goes for the corner. Fabulous try. Chris Wellham. Well, embarrassing for Widnes this first half. Dennis Betts will be livid, I'm sure. And it could get worse. Carney goes for the corner. Last act of the half. It's surely game over. We've not seen this very often. A Widnes attack, and it's a Widnes try. Corey Thompson strolls in at the corner. It won't matter, though. Carney. Wellham. Really has been an excellent performance. Here Watson signed a new contract, the Salford coach, this week. He will be thrilled. And here goes Sauer again. Julius Sauer with the break, and Michael Dobson. It's a walk-in. Another great try from Salford. Carney, more influential since he's been introduced. Man of the match for me, and Robert Louis gets his deserved try. Carney, really impressive on his Salford debut. Todd Carney straight down the middle. Has he got support? He has from Dobson. Craven manages to get over and make the tackle. But the numbers are stacking out for Salford on the right-hand side, and Gareth O'Brien. Fabulous again from Salford. Well, Widnes and their fans will be glad to hear the final hooter. It's been a nightmare night for the Vikings. Kick forward from Hanbury. Well, Lady Luck smiles on Widnes right at the end. Reece Hanbury with the try. But it's a rout, and Salford win in spectacular fashion.
On the whole, really pleasing, a real professional performance, I thought.
Brining out of dummy half. Oh, he spotted a little gap there, but Roby's across with a covering tackle. Kopchak out of dummy half will have a go. Salford looking to build some momentum here. They have a penalty. Referee deciding that Adam Walker was hanging on here. Just a little too long. So Michael Dobson settles himself here, and left-footed hits it high into and beyond that stand, and Salford have the lead.
Move, go away. Wait, go.
Brining. St Helens defence being tested again here. Brining, shaped left, went right, Kopchak! And in the week when he's just signed an extension to his contract, it is Craig Kopchak who celebrates with his first try of the season. Brining. They'll step back on the inside here by Carney. Offloading, and they keep it alive. And now the break from Kopchak, who goes galloping through. They're closing in, but he's got support, and Dobson is over for what could be a crucial try. Ruby Little spin and a turn here by Amor, who's not far away. Roby again going left, and a crash bang wallop effort, and I think that Wormsey's got that. The referee concurs.
Play the ball, go.
LeBrun, Dobson, high and hanging. Louis underneath it, the ball's gone to ground. It's pinging all over the place here. It's picked up in the end by Lomax, and suddenly St Helens have a chance to break away here, and it's into the hands of Morgan, who can move a bit, but across comes Flanagan. Morgan's away. Oh, Flanagan with a wonderful cover tackle. The forward against the three-quarter.
Chris!
That was some effort. But St Helens remain on the attack. The threat sustained. Roby all the way to the right-hand side they look now. Well, the tackle was effective. But back comes St Helens towards the middle. Salford's defence still being tested. Wormsley. Anxious moments from those looking on, with St Helens in their hearts, because this is an opportunity here, surely, for Salford's defence, which has been magnificent throughout the night. Remains so. Roby again. Out it comes towards that left-hand flank. This time, Morgan is not to be denied. And St Helens do have that much-needed try. Flanagan. Louis with the ball back on the inside. It's kept alive here for Carney, and now Dobson. St Helens having to retreat quickly, and the referees deciding that James Roby over-involving in the tackle there. Hanging on to get his defenders in place, but the penalty's given away. So Michael Dobson with a chance to extend this good night for Salford with another 2 points. Carney.
Okay.
Push back down the middle again here. Played by Mossop. Salford on the sixth tackle. The chase is on from Robert Louis here. It's awkward, but it's out of play. Watched calmly out of play by Ryan Morgan, and Robert Louis is off into the sin bin. Just a bit of professionalism there to slow down the restart. Ball's clearly out of play, and he had no need to get involved here, but he does. And he's 10 minutes out of the game. Tompkins. Thinking about the drop goal there, I think O'Brien's done that a time or two, hasn't he? But Carney puts a very measured kick over the top. Morgan. Oh, it's been spilled by Morgan. It's picked up by Carney. It's back inside for a match-winning try for Michael Dobson. Salford will celebrate, and they can celebrate in earnest, because they're going to claim another big scalp here tonight, surely. Time running out. St Helens going to this left-hand side again here. Can they find a way through? Back on the inside, it's given to Ter, and Lomax in support. Well, time is running out. Time is running out. Needs to kick this to give his side any chance of a miracle finish. Has he got it over? No, he's put it away. He's put it to the wrong side of the stick, so Salford now, there's not time for St Helens to score twice. It's another memorable win in this season for the Salford Red Devils.
Matt Newsom.
Minichello from dummy half. Into Sneed, lining up a kick here. Hangs one up to that right-hand side. Taken in by Fanua. Bit of an inventive offload from him. Sikamanu gets it away to Michaels. And Hull FC take the lead on just 5 minutes. Fanua to Liam Watts. On to Josh Bowden. Hull trucking it up through the middle. And they've got the penalty. To extend the lead. Mark Sneed from the tee does so with ease. Logan Tompkins to the right of the ruck here. Robert Louis steps towards the line and prizes his way through. And Salford have a response. Really good effort here from Salford to move the ball out to this right-hand side. Gareth O'Brien with a cut-out ball, and well finished by Greg Johnson. Salford mixing up the passes. Wellham to Louis. Louis gets it away to Tompkins. After Craig Kopczak. Well, he's been a standout player for Salford this season. Again, so many runners, so many options here for Salford. Griffin gets the ball away to Kopczak, crawls to the line and touches it down, and they turn the game on its head. Dobson to Louis, that link-up, so devastating. O'Brien to Wellham, slippery run from him, gets it away to Johnson. Cutting back in field to Murdoch-Masila. Hull at the moment at 6s and 7s. And even from here, Salford going to shift that ball wide with Adam Wallen to the left side. And he will just about be held up. Tompkins to Dobson. Junior Sow. Sow will race through. Muscles his way in. Salford in total control. Logan Tompkins to Louis. They're so wary of what he can do as O'Brien picks one out to the right-hand side for Johnson, who scores his second. And they are completely coasting. It's been all Salford. Louis. O'Brien again, this time to Wellham. Well, even when the pass doesn't fall directly to a player, Salford seem to come up with the ball at the moment. The look is running their way. Louis gets one away to Tompkins. Great little pass to Dobson. On to Sow. They'll finish in the corner with Justin Carney. Great finish. A rare sight of the line as Connor picks out Jamie Shaw. Hull mounting an offensive here. It's taken them some time as Shaw, I think it is, who crawls to the line, and he just about gets the ball down. Buoyed by that score. Watts away to this right-hand side. Connor with a dink to the corner. Well taken in the end, and that is a beautiful try by Steve Michaels. Louis. Booming pass to that right-hand side. Johnson again. Takes it to the line, flicks the pass away. Salford keeping this ball alive beautifully here. Great line from Dobson. Oh, he just screamed onto it, and Salford extend the lead again. Watts to Sneed, goes for the kick. It's been picked off here, and now Ben Murdoch-Masila will race away. Well, Hull can't contain him. He gets it away to Wellham. They're really struggling to lay a finger on him at the moment as Wellham gets it away to Johnson. And eventually, Hull mounting up of a defence to stop him. Wellham from dummy half. Or will he? It's a penalty. And I think Jamie Shaw will go to the bin for 10. But it really isn't Hull's night. O'Brien, no stranger to big kicks. And there's another one for him. Tompkins to Louis. Look at the Hull players, they just don't know what to do as George Griffin goes screaming through again. And Salford, he's winning the battle of the Griffins tonight. Tompkins, Murdoch-Masila. Is there another try in this Salford side? That's lovely stepping from Johnson. He's been elusive all night. He's still going here, Greg Johnson. And gets his way deep inside the Hull half here. Murdoch-Masila from dummy half is going to take it away to that right-hand side. Fends away one. He'll go through for the try, and that just about sums up the game. Salford absolutely dominant.
It was an intense game, as can be expected from a local derby. I think one of the biggest crowd, if not the biggest crowd that they've had at the AJ Bell Stadium. Very physical game. Lee turned up and they muscled up as well. Interesting to know that both teams had key personnel out. Gareth Hock was missing with his one-match ban for Lee Centurions, and Todd Carney was missing for the Red Devils. So both without key players, but they muscled up. It was a really, really intense physical game. The supporters turned out in massive numbers and really enjoyed themselves, and some great attacking football, but some very physical, some big hits were going on as well. So they're going to be feeling it come this Monday.
And a big improvement for Lee. They've been on a bit of a tough run.
Well, I think it's just getting used to that week in, week out Super League competition. They're not going to get a rest. And in the Championship, it would be fair to say some of the teams that they've played would have given them a rest. This top level insists that you're on the game right throughout the season, and if you're slightly off it anyway, shape or form, or you haven't got your best players on deck, it becomes a harder game for sure.
And Salford, perhaps the kind of game they might have lost last year, is that the big difference, do you think?
There's something going on at Salford, very much like what I was saying with Casper. The guys are, they've got a culture within the squad and around one another where they really enjoy being in each other's.
Catalan back at home, they've enjoyed their travels with 2 successive away wins in England, and Salford have enjoyed their season. Big numbers following them here tonight, knowing that a victory could take them joint top of the Super League table. Here's Horrow. Walsh. They're being tested here, the Salford defence, right on their own line. 8 and out of dummy half. Looking to create those numbers wide, the little flick. And they've got Duport, who might be in. Vincent Duport. It took some finishing, and it needs some working out, but the try is given. And Catalan have the early lead. A smash and grab raid by Vincent Duport. Here's Lennon. Bouncing in and twisting away and thinking about the offload, but he has to go down with ball in hand. But look how close they are. Dobson flicking it back, O'Brien to that left-hand side, but Carney is too close to the touchline.
Go!
Hayton. Here's Walsh. A little bit of space there for Myler to run into.
5!
But it closes quickly.
Hold!
Last tackle
Go,
coming
5.
up.
Craig, not square.
Walsh runs into trouble a little, but he's got that ball away. And Anderson will squeeze his way over. Well, they want another look here.
Tackle 5. I've got a try.
He thinks it's a try.
Can you check the ground in and the lost ball?
Anderson loses the ball here. It's Vincent Duport who gets a hand on. Does he get there first? Well, it's certainly close. Does that angle give a better clue? Referee on the field, remember, has given the try, so the weight is with the attacking side, and the try is given for Catalan. Duport has his second.
Heads in, lads, wait for the call. Out.
What a moment, what a position. What a real chance here for Catalan to build on what they've produced so far already. Inu's out the way, Ayton wants to get there, referee says penalty. Just being held down, he had every right to get up there and play the ball, the referee said he was hampered with. This should be simple. Luke Walsh, kicking towards a swimming pool end of the ground, has put it over, and Catalan extend their lead. A little more comfort now.
4! Goal!
Myler. Salford's defence is reading well at the moment, but Catalan remain in position A. That's a kick by Myler, and it's taken in mid-air by Christian Inu. He's tall to start with, and the leap gave him the advantage.
Check onside.
But they are looking for the onside here. Well, it's tight. Inu's leap is prodigious, and nothing wrong with what came next. So if the onside is okay, Catalan have a try. It is okay. It's another for the French side. Myler's kick weighted superbly. Look at the leap from Inu.
4! Move!
Bosk.
Goal, play on! 4.
Walsh to his left. Myler's looking for the inside ball. Salford have it covered.
5! Move!
It's a dominant performance from the side from Perpignan at the moment.
Goal, 5.
Bosk is in there again. Another testing kick from Walsh this time. But it's taken superbly by Carney, and he's off on his travels here, Justin Carney. Can he go the distance here? You bet he can go the distance. What a terrific try that is from Justin Carney. had to do the defensive work in the first place. The kick from Walsh. The big fella back almost on his own line when he comes down. So he can claim this as a 100-yarder. They were in hot pursuit, but not for long. And Carney with a memorable moment.
Move. Hold. Goal 2.
Here's Bosk. Sam Moa.
3. Move, Mike.
Still 3 tackles to go in this set here for Catalan.
Goal 3.
They're
Outside
kicking early from Walsh.
On 3 this.
It's an attacking kick as well. Here, oh, the bounce! The bounce takes it away from O'Brien. And Myler's there, poacher in chief. Well, he celebrates his newborn baby with a try. And the sun is shining in Perpignan for Catalan now. An early kick, a shock play. It's a shocking bounce from Salford's point of view. And Myler's in.
Hold. Goal. Cheers, Remy.
Just a hop, skip
3.
and a jump.
Move.
Into those willing Catalan defenders.
Goal 3.
Louis. Stepping on the inside here, Robert Louis. Oh, he's done well. He's got support as well on his inside, but he's given it away. And Gigot is away. Tony Gigot. Breathtaking. Eye-catching. And a roll to celebrate at the end. It is proving to be their day. And they're having a party. And here's the gift. Gigot with the interception. Wonderful sidestep. And then the rest is all smiles and celebrations. Well, no need for a translation. It's been try, try and try again for Catalan today.
Hold. Goal 3.
Hayton.
Jerome.
Big push forward by Moa.
Hold. Release.
No doubts where the points are going.
Hold. Goal 4.
Oh, it's going to be a one-pointer here. Walsh adds the extra. 1 point. That almost certainly guarantees the 2 points.
Goal 4.
Walsh again.
Just run it.
Salford defence is trying to push forward here. Paul Ayton is being urged to run it here. So he is. Cul-de-sac.
5.
And down he goes.
Hold Salford.
Big hit by Griffin.
Goal 5.
Ayton picks up, 6 tackle again. Oh, Walsh is going for another one. Well, he's in the drop goal mood. He's got 2 to his name now. And Catalan edging closer and closer to glory. They've enjoyed seeing their team back home again.
Move. Hold. Go play on. Ball
Ayton.
square. Steps aside.
Walsh, just for a moment, he might be going for a hat-trick of drop goals. It's a good
2.
push by Margalet.
8.
Penalty.
Too late.
Salford involved for far too long.
Second man comes in on the
Trying to slow down the urge and surge of Margalet. They're going to take the tap with Moa.
1. Move. Go 1.
5 tackles to have a real go on this Salford line. Well, they only need the one with the kick to the corner, and Dupont will claim a hat-trick on what has been a memorable day for him and his side.
Salford won't have looked forward to this one, will they, Danny?
No, because I think if you look at the Toronto team, it's like if you're on a computer game and you go, I'm going to pick all the best attacking players from the top 2 divisions and I'm going to take them. And you look at players like Craig Hall, Liam Kay there, who's scored a lot of tries for Lee over the last couple of seasons, QLT, who's been so good for Sheffield, then they're really going to throw a lot at you, and you can see the way that they throw the ball around. It's always going to be a challenge against them. For me, you know, to beat them, you've got to really grind it out and make it a tough encounter for them. If you go set for set like this, throwing the ball around, then they'll challenge most teams, I'm sure.
How excited are you about what Toronto are bringing to rugby league?
I think it's great. I think it's great for the game, and I heard Paul Rowley speaking about players actually approaching them to want to go, and I don't blame them, because the best thing about me going when I went to Australia was living there and experiencing it, and that's what this offers players. It offers them the opportunity to go out there.
And Briley on his debut would have loved that, wouldn't he?
Oh, he would have been pleased here with that one.
Obviously, Salford had to do it tough. They found themselves down to 12 men with Justin Carney sent off. But what does it say about them that they got themselves back together to go through and win this?
Yeah, they've changed a lot this year as a team, and they can really tough games out. You can see where they're sat in the table at the moment, and they've got a lot of big, powerful men, and their forward pack's been dominating games for them this year. So I think that's probably why they've got over the line, as well as the smart halves as well. You see people like Dobson. When you're down to 12 men, they're the kind of old heads you need in the team that's just going to guide you around and keep everything calm, because the last thing you need to do is panic.
And is this, the character that you want to see? If Salford are really going to go in top 4 and stuff like that, is this the kind of game actually that tells you quite a lot about them?
Yeah, because as we've said, it was a potential banana skin playing against someone who's probably in a false position where they're playing at the minute, and for them to grind the game out, they've scored some points this year, and they've showed some real attacking flair, but they really ground the game out in this game, and it'll give them a big confidence boost.
And in Toronto, that says a lot about them. They were disappointed they didn't go through and do this.
Well, yeah, and I think it's that's just